Okay, good morning, everybody. I think we're live. Uh, I hope so. I don't do a lot of live streams, so we will see. And it does look like it. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, so right before we go to launch, we're going to launch in 5 minutes for the issue 5 of the Zombieful World of Oz. And of course, I'm Eric Hawkins. I am the creator of the Zombieful World of Oz. I do the illustration and the story. Um, So what we're going to do is I'm going to do some housekeeping real quick. This weekend, if you are in the Carbondale, Illinois area, I'll be at SalukiCon, April 22nd and 23rd, be selling comics and doing commissions for people. If you're in the area, stop by. I'd love to see you, meet you, talk to you. I love doing shows. Another quick thing. If you don't subscribe to Chester C. Busby's channel, do that because we have an art show every Thursday night from 9 to about midnight. But we draw for 2 hours, and this is some of the stuff people get done in 2 hours' time. This is Armoron. This is the Howl Comics. And this is One Doomed Rabbit. This was done in 2 hours. They got this finished in 2 hours. And we have like 5, 6, 7, 8 artists on there at a time. But let's go take a look at the Zombieful World of Oz. Offering issues 1 through 5. The adventure continues. And we're launching in 3 minutes. So we'll start going through some of the tiers here, and then I'll go and launch it. And then we'll go back to looking through the tiers. We'll skip the art because we'll get back to that. So the early bird special, $12. There's only 20 of these available. You'll get the issue, the PDF, a sticker, and a magnet, and 4 trading cards, and a sketch card, which I will draw on. And I'll draw whatever you want on there if you reach out to me. Otherwise, you're just going to get a random Zombieful World of Oz character. But if you reach out to me, I'll put anything you want on there. Keep in mind, it's a sketch card, so it's the size of a trading card, so it won't be... you're better with a head-up bust type drawing than going with a full body or something like that. $5 to get you a digital copy of the book. The book is 40 pages, which all the other issues have been 40 pages, except issue 1, which was 20 pages. The standard pledge, after all the early birds are gone, will be $16, and they get you the book, a sticker, the PDF, and the 4 trading cards. We have the Spider-Man 1 Dorothy cover with Dorothy in the iconic Spider-Man pose by Todd McFarlane. That'll get you that book, PDF, sticker, 4 trading cards. That is $20. But for $50, you can get that and the same cover, but it's a metal book. So the cover is metal, and it's printed on metal, and these things are gorgeous. I've had a couple of these printed up now, and I love these things. 2 minutes. 25 gets you a digital catch-up of all the issues. The trade paperback of 1 through 3, 4, and the newest one that'll be coming out, 5. Full digital catalog, get you all that, plus Zombieful Adventures, which is a new series I launched late last year, which is in the same universe. But this one had Tom Sawyer and Huck Finn and Becky Thatcher, and which was really cool. $30 to get you everything digitally. You get a beanie, the comic and the beanie. You get the pledge, the standard pledge with the standard stuff, and a beanie for $30. And we got 1 minute. Variant Love for $60. You can get the regular book, the Dorothy variant, a Dorothy Emerald Holochrome variant, and the Guns N' Roses tribute cover. Still 1 minute to go. $80 to get you all that, plus the metal cover of Dorothy. And we're ready to go live. Let's get out of that. Let's go back to here. Come on. And let's see if it launches. Please launch. Come on, come on, come on. Do it. Yeah, I've read all that stuff. Let's launch it. Is it launching? Is it launching? Hey, we are live! So we are live, and hopefully we can get funded today. That's always a goal. That's always nice to do. And let me look at something real quick here. I got people messaging me. Refresh now. So 29 days ago, zero backers, $0 so far. So actually, we could just continue from where we were. And here's going to be all the covers. You get your standard cover, the Spider-Man 1 pose, the metal version, the Guns N' Roses tribute, which is, it's all the characters in there. They're in skulls. You got the Cowardly Lion, Tin Man, Dorothy, Scarecrow, and Ozma. And this is just kind of like an emerald holochrome version of a pinup I've done on Dorothy as a cover, which I don't think I've shown anywhere yet. Signatures. This time I'm going to do something a little different with signatures. I've asked in the surveys before if you want your book signed or not signed, and it comes back like 50-50. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer, and these are free. They're just coming with every book. It's a signature book plate. So it's a card about yay big. That's the design of it, and it'll have my signature on it. And the signature isn't going to be printed on there. I will sign them and send them with each book. So if you're getting 5 books, you're going to get 5 of these. If you get 10 books, you're going to get 10 of these. You're getting 1 book, you're going to get 1. But it costs no extra. It's just something you could stick with the book instead of me putting my ugly signature on the book for you. And, got 1 backer according to my chat. Thank you, Matt. Where did we leave off? So, we did that. The beanies are so cool. Last issue we did a green beanie with the ZWO logo on it. This one's going to be a red beanie with the Stone Door Studio logo on it. I wear mine all the time. It's really nice and soft. I usually have it here, but it started getting warm here, so I haven't been wearing it. Usually I wear it even when I'm streaming because it helps with the feel of the headphones on my head. We did this one. Physical catch-up. This will get you the trade paperback of 1 through 3, issues 4, issues 5. You get trading cards and all the good stuff that comes along with it. The reason we're doing the trade paperback, issues 1 through 3 are in limited availability now. But there is a from the Vault tier where you can get those. I don't have many available, and you can also add them on. This is something new. I do have actual original art reward levels, reward tiers. So these are the Ladies of Oz, and these are all hand-drawn because typically I'm a digital artist. I draw everything digital. Do most of my layouts traditionally, and I do traditional work all the time. But comic book-wise, just for the speed and functionality of it, I do digital artwork. But these are all 11 by 14. You get all the extra covers except for the metal. For $100 you can get, and these are limited to 1 each, so obviously because there's only 1 of each. So you got Glinda here. You got Becky Thatcher, who was in Zombieful Adventures. Dorothy. Ozma. She has a new outfit in this issue. You've seen her in issues 2 and 3. So I've updated her outfit for issue 5. This is a patchwork girl, which someone asked me to do this on a sketch card last campaign. It was one of their favorite characters from the books, the Baum books. So I did that, and I thought it'd be neat to do one of her here, and maybe she'll appear in my books. I can't tell you or not. The Wicked Witch. Definitely different than the Wicked Witch you'd see in the movies, because actually in the book she was missing an eye and had an eye patch. Mine's got more of a steampunk version eye patch and steampunk hat going on. This is TikTok. This one's 150. This is 11 by 17 original art. This is the character design for TikTok, who will appear in this issue for the first time. So his first appearance is going to be in issue 5. He is he's a pretty cool character to draw. Designing him was fun. He's got like a little steampunk shotgun here with a boots. He's got a little vest, hat. And he's got his little wind up in the back. He was a fun character to draw. So the original art is available that I designed him. That was traditionally drawn. For 150 plus you get all the books except for the metal cover. Then we go to this one. I can't show the page. This is the only page of original art from the book that I'm selling because I'm drawing this traditionally. It is pencil and ink traditionally, then scanned, then colored, and put for the book. But it's a spoiler. It's a final page. It's page 40. It's a full splash page. Has 2 characters on it. And I can't tell you who the characters are, but it's quite a spoiler. So I had to block that out, but it's on my clipboard still right over there. And then from the vault, you can get issues 1, 2, and 3, not in trade paperback form, but the original copies. Then 4 and 5, and all the accompanying items with it. Oh, and my daughter just jumped in. They're still at the Olympics for one of my granddaughters. So that's great. Good to see you, Alyssa. Let's see. So add-ons. Now, so add-ons are something you can add on to a pledge. So if you didn't see a level you liked or it had too much for you, but you wanted one of the extra books, but not all of them or something like that, you can back the regular pledge, then go in and add stuff on. So all the books are available to add on, even issues 1, 2, and 3, even though they're limited quantities. You can add the beanie, you can add the trade paperback, you can add a sketch card. You can add the ash can. This is the ash can right here that's available with issue 3, I believe. I still have some available, so I'm going to try to liquidate those for you. But this, it talks about the genealogy of Dorothy and her family. There's a family tree in there. What else have we got in there? There's a map. Some sketches for some wings, which might come into play in issue 6. Well, they are going to come into play in issue 6, but there's all kinds of extra stuff in here. Talks about the book and a little behind the scenes of the book and character sketches and stuff. Stretch goals. So stretch goals are unlocked once you meet a certain criteria. So which, as a creator, we pick what that criteria is, and what it is. It's extra stuff that will become available to you for no additional cost. These are added to your reward levels. So if we hit $3,500, there will be a Land of Ev postcard. Now you're saying, why not Land of Oz? Well, in this issue, they're in the Land of Ev, which is a neighboring country to Oz that is ruled by Queen Langwidere, who collects heads. She actually takes her head off and puts other heads on her body. She has quite a collection of heads. So it's a fun character. And I'll show you her in a minute here. The Cowardly Lion Chibi sticker, if we hit $4,500, that'll be unlocked and added to your pledge for free. If we hit $5,500, Zombieful World of Oz 5 poker chip. I've done poker chips for the last 2 campaigns. I used to be an avid poker player and I really like them. So I'm offering those again. Hopefully we'll get to $5,500. Because they're really cool. They're heavy and they're really nice poker chips. At $6,500, there will be a 11 by 17 map of the Land of Oz. I mean, this is full 11 by 17. It'll be folded like a map, so it'll fit into the Gemini mailers. Very simple. But it's going to have a Land of Oz map, which is you can see in the ash can, but it also have the surrounding countries of Oz, which I haven't put on the map before. So that's going to be really cool. I can't wait to, I'm going to print one up myself, whether if we hit 6,500 or not, because I want to frame it and put it on the wall. 8,000, we'll add a foil trading card, and at 10,000, which we have never hit 10,000, we've gotten close. We've gotten close. But if we hit 10,000, I will add a black light metal bookmark. The metal bookmarks I've offered before, and they've been great. But the company I get these from now has a black light option, which I really want to play around with. But they're kind of expensive. So I put it up at $10,000. So if that gets unlocked, now these are bonus add-ons. Once these are unlocked, you can add them to your pledge, and they are priced at $15 each. The 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 Spider-Man One Pose covers have been very popular, so I've done extra versions of those that can be added. If we reach 100 backers, which I've done before, and we've reached 150 backers, we have never reached 200 backers. We've come up just short of that. But if we reach 100 backers, the zombie version of Dorothy cover will be unlocked, and you can add that to your rewards for $15. If we hit 150 backers, the black and gold version will be unlocked, which has a black and gold background. That can be added for $15. And then if we hit 200 backers, we will open up this cover to be added. And it's the same covers. They're all the same covers. They're just different color schemes. This has a more of a, I wouldn't say bloody, but it's a darker version and looked really good. And I accidentally unclicked one of my whatchamacallit on Photoshop when I was designing the covers, and I thought that looked really cool. I'm going to leave that one and save that one. And the rest of it just kind of goofy stuff here. I met Ming a couple years ago, and this is exactly what he said about the book. It's like The Wizard of Oz, but cool. These are just testimonials from several backers, including Billy Tucci, who liked it so much it made him mad. Matt, he didn't think of it. I was on his show a couple years ago. It was fun. Comics Wellspring, that's the printer I use. They've been really good to me. Never had an issue with them. I enjoy them. If you're doing comics yourself, I do recommend them. The funding, yeah, right here. I'm going to be honest, there's not a lot of profit to be made. It's about getting the books out there and people that have been enjoying them, and that's why I do it. I don't do it to become rich, because there is really no money to be made here. But let's go back up. Hey, we're already at $628 and 11 backers. Awesome. Great. Oh, that's awesome. Zombies. We got lots of zombies. There are approximately 2,500 zombies drawn in this panel right here. Dorothy finds herself in the land of Ev. They have traveled to the land of Ev to help Queen Langwidere because she has requested help because her land has become overrun with these zombies that have overrun Oz. So they go out there and run into some trouble. Here's Ozma in her new outfit. There's TikTok. This is Clip from the previous issue. He premiered issue 4, but he's back. The Munchkins show up for the first time. I have not drawn Munchkins in the book yet, but now they're here. And they've come to help Ozma and TikTok and Clip help fortify the Gale homestead in Oz so they can plan to take back Emerald City. Here is Queen Langwidere. She's a little crazy, and she wants Dorothy's head. And I've blacked out these, not because they're spoilers or anything. It just there's some gunplay in them, and there might be some minor blood. But they're shooting people, so I didn't want Kickstarter to be offended by that, so I blacked those out. Here's the team arriving at the land of Ev at the palace. Clip talking to the Munchkins, and right there, if you could see it right there, that's Winnie the Pooh. Because he's in public domain now, but I didn't want to do a whole book on Winnie the Pooh. I just wanted to do a little insert of him. So, I mean, basically that's it. The book has been successful. The first issue funded in 4 days. The second issue funded in 4 hours. I believe issue 3 was like 40-something minutes. Issue 4 was 37 minutes, I think. Something like that. 32 minutes, 37 minutes. And Zombieful Adventures, which I launched back in the fall, it took 5-6 hours to fund. It is Zombieful Adventures and Zombieful World of Oz are set in the same universe. Hey, Joe. Different stories. Issue 2 of the Zombieful Adventures will be in Neverland. Issue 3 will be in Wonderland. Issue 1 was in the regular world with Tom Sawyer and Huck Finn and Becky Thatcher. But all these stories are going to combine, and the characters will intermingle between the books. So if you didn't pick up Zombieful Adventures because you like the Zombieful World of Oz, these characters are going to carry over. And some of the stories will cross over. I've been having fun writing the stories and putting them together and getting the ideas together and doing the concept sketches of different characters. It's been fun, and just like this book has been fun for me. We've been doing this for 5 issues now. I enjoy doing it. A zombie poo would be awesome. A zombie poo would be awesome. Maybe he will turn into a zombie later on. Because there's going to be some altercations while they're working on fortifying the homestead, so they can gather the leaders of Oz, the different countries in Oz or provinces in Oz to figure out how to take back Emerald City from all these zombies. But the book has been great. Well received from everybody. Everybody seems to like it. I haven't had any complaints. I with shipping wise, I almost didn't do international shipping with this campaign, but I decided to continue with the international shipping because I do have. I got a few, about 10 backers that do the international shipping with me. Unfortunately, it seems like the past 3 campaigns I've had multiple lost international shipments. Zombieful Adventures, two definitely were lost. I just had to resend out one last week, and I have another one I have to resend out because theirs had a sketch cover, so I have to redraw the sketch cover and send back out to them. It costs more to ship international, and unfortunately, when they get lost, it's a pain in the butt. So I almost didn't offer it, but they've backed. Most of these people have backed since issue 1, and I didn't want to not offer the newest issue to them. So that's that, really. I do ship in Gemini mailers. I had one damaged book out of all the books I've shipped out, which have been 2, 4, 6, 700, about 700 packages over the past since we launched this, probably. And it was a metal cover too. It was for it was the Zombieful Adventures campaign. The metal cover had come. It was bent and come loose from the book. Which the only way that's going to happen is if the mail carrier bends the Gemini mailer and sticks in the mailbox, which they do sometimes. Very important. After the campaign is over and I send out the surveys, please respond to them, because that is how I get your address to ship your rewards to you. I have packages over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 over the past 4 or 5 campaigns that have never replied to the surveys. So I've contacted many times, and I'd never get a reply back. So I've got these from all the way back to issue 1 that I have not shipped out, because the surveys weren't completed. Unfortunately, after a year, even if they do go out and complete the survey, I cannot see it no longer. I have issue 4. We offered a 3D bust of the Tin Man, which I don't have one in my office, I don't think, right now. Do I? Doesn't look like it. Only sold 2. Well, that's fine. But one of them, they didn't fill out the survey, and I still have it over here in a tote with all my extra rewards I have from the previous campaigns. Which, that is something that I don't think I have pictured over here, but it's in the It's in the add-ons. I mention it, but if when you're checking out their add-ons, there's a kind of like a grab bag of old stuff from previous campaigns. You got trading cards, you've got stickers, postcards, prints. What else was there in there? Different things. It's a single package deal, just extra stuff left over if people hadn't got it or liked them. You can add those on. I think there's only 10 available because there's only about 10 of each of those items still left over. Let's go see where we're at. Hey, 17 backers, $759. So we are halfway to goal in 21 minutes. Awesome. Let's see. So early birds. Still 20 left of the early birds. Is that right? Nobody's picked up an early bird? Let me refresh that. Oh, no. 9 of the early birds have been taken. So there's still time to get on the early birds, which gets you that sketch card. I mean, it's a hand-drawn piece of art. It's original art you will get with that book. And you can add that on, too, if you want a different pledge. Let's see. One backer has taken the Dorothy cover. Let's see if we still have the art available. Scrolling. So Ozma is still available. Dorothy's still available. Glinda. Becky Thatcher. The Witch. The Patchwork Girl. Oh. So the original page 40, is gone, and the TikTok is gone. But the head sketches, head art, portraits are still available, it looks like. Zero. Yes. Cool. Awesome. What else can I say about the book? Obviously, it's 40 pages like all the others. Issue 2 of the Zombieful Adventures, which will be launching in the fall, will be 40 pages as well. The previous one was 28, but I'm going to bump that one up to 40 as well. But this one will be 40. And it's pretty much structured. If you've read my previous books, it's structured the same way. You'll have some characters in certain settings and other characters in different settings. And it bounces back and forth between what's going on with them. You'll have Dorothy and the rest of the team in Ev. You'll have Ozma and them in Oz. And it'll bounce back and forth between what's going on with them. The book is shipping in August. August just gives me time not to be late. And that's pretty much it. Once the campaign is over, it takes 2 weeks to get your funds. Then printing takes about 2 weeks. Packing up takes about 2 weeks. Packing up is the fun part. Putting everything together, bagging and boarding everything. That's a fun part of crowdfunding right there. These are fun. I did all these last week. The head portraits. Had a good time with those. Because I draw traditionally, but not a lot. I don't finish a lot of stuff traditionally. I do a lot of sketches and drawings and stuff all the time. And I found a page of pastel, or a pad of pastel 11 by 14 paper I hadn't used. And I wanted to draw on some of the darker pages to see what things would look like. And everything turned out great. I am quite proud of them. But I don't know, if anyone's watching, they have any questions, I'd be happy to answer. Hey, 21 backers, $855. Awesome. I might be funded before I have to leave for the con. which I'm leaving this afternoon. After I get done streaming here, I go finish packing up clothes. I got all my stuff packed up. I have a case, a big hefty case, and a smaller case that attaches, so that one's got a handle. Put all my stuff in there. My banner, my rack for all my books, tablecloths. Which I bought a tablecloth last July, a new one of these stretch black ones that goes up under the legs, and I couldn't find it anywhere. So I ordered a new one of those. In case it doesn't fit, I have my original green cloth in there. I have green and then like a yellow runner that goes across the table. Um, but so I'm all packed up and I'm ready to go for that. You still nervous? Yes, I'm always nervous. Leading up to the campaign, this is a funny thing. Thanks, Joe. Last night, so I do the drawing stream every Thursday night, and I was trying to draw stuff earlier in the day because I had an idea what I want to draw, and I couldn't draw. It was like you forget to draw things, you get a little shake in your hand, and just things don't work right. And so, knowing the campaign was launching today, knowing I'm leaving for the con today, anytime you go to a con, you hope you're going to sell stuff. Because you want to spend money on a hotel, spend money on your table, get there, and nobody buys anything. Which I've only had like one campaign like that, maybe or not one show like that. I have one show where only one person bought a book, which it was one of my early shows, but it was still fun. But like last night, I couldn't draw, so I picked a really simple thing to draw. I did a sticker or T-shirt design instead of a character like I usually draw. So even this morning, I was sitting here, and I was like, I need to practice drawing. I need to loosen up for this weekend. And I was like, nope, still can't do it because I knew the campaign was launching today, and building up to it launching, I was just nervous because all week you're hoping it's going to fund. I mean, you spend so much time doing this, you enjoy doing this, but you still want it to be successful. And then this week I was like, I need to go back and look at something, because right after I sent the campaign in for approval, or it might have been right as I was building it, they added a new feature which they hadn't added before, and it's this right here. A thumbnail of your rewards, which we've all been asking forever. Could you include a thumbnail? Let's put a little image over there, because I and many other creators, we put all of our reward levels over here in the body of the campaign. So they did that right after I sent it in for approval. Then I came back, so I have to redo all these. I have to make little thumbnails for all these, which the size was different than what these are. So I had to make a new template for that. Take what I created here, put it in that little, and shrink it down. And then I was like, I did that. I got all those done. And then I was like, this week I was like, I wonder if they did that for the add-ons too. I bet they did. So I went back in the campaign. I was looking, and I said, yep, you can upload a picture for the add-ons. So I had to go add all those pictures for the add-ons as well. And it was just, I was like, am I forgetting something? Did I get it all in here? That's the other thing. You worry about, did you miss something? But I'm not as bad as I was, nervous-wise. The anxiety has subsided a bit, and after I get on the road today, I'll probably be fine. Once I get to the show and get everything set up, and I'm all good. Because I'm also thinking in the back of my mind, on the way to the show, once I get to the show, did I forget anything? Even though I know I didn't. Even though the very last show I did, I think the very last show I did forget something. And it wasn't that I forgot something, I didn't have it in the first place. So I have a little square reader. It plugs into the bottom of your phone for credit cards, debit cards when you're at a show. I got halfway down, me and Jennifer were driving down to Perryville for Heroes for Kids, which this year's in July, and I'll be there again. I get halfway down, and I was like, I bought a new phone. A square reader's not going to work in it because it doesn't have the port for a headphone, and that's what those plug into. It's like, crap. we got to stop somewhere, and I got to get that. So I did. I bought the little adapter. It plugs into your USB-C drive, and you can plug headphones into it, and which you can plug your Square reader in. And even though I did it, I didn't even need it, which was funny. But if I wouldn't have bought it, if I wouldn't have stopped and bought it, I would have needed it. Because every other show I have needed it. It's been very handy having that. But I also accept other digital forms of payment as well. Yeah, I got people messaging me about the campaign. So, let's see if we've gone up any more. 965 and 22. I think that's what we were at. No, we had 21 backers, so that's 22 now. Awesome. So other than Zombieful World of Oz and Zombieful Adventures, I've also had a couple other ideas in my head. So I've talked with Joe and some of the other guys on Comic Book Spectrum, which is another Thursday night show we do every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Central. We stream on Brian K. Morris's channel normally. Last couple of weeks it's been on from the Desk of a Small Press Publishers channel. Last night it was just Joe and myself talking comic books and oil changes. But I've talked with some of them about one of the characters I would like to expand on. He's not in the preview pages here. Crosswalker, who's an original character I created for the series, and he's been showing up here and there. But I'd like to expand on his role in everything. But I also all of a sudden wanted to start doing a space book. Not public domain. It's all original stuff, and I don't know how I'm going to squeeze that in. I even started working on designs for this. Everybody's uniform and stuff like that. I don't know when I'm going to squeeze it in. What I'm probably going to do is try to make it a graphic novel and squeeze it in between doing campaigns and publish it in about 2 years. I think that's what it's going to be. It's been a story that's been in my head for a long time, and I finally combined two of my previous ideas into one, and thought that would be great. So we'll see if we can get that done. I'd like to do it because I have so many ideas for comic books, but since I write them and illustrate them myself, I don't have all the time in the world to do them because I work a full-time job. We have tons of grandchildren. Me and Jennifer like to spend time together, so I can't spend every evening drawing for 6 hours, though I sometimes do. But lately, we've been spending more time watching TV, going for walks and stuff like that. Where previously to my before my brother died a year and a half ago, he was kind of like my surrogate. He would watch TV shows with Jennifer while I worked on comic books, and then all of a sudden she goes, "You're gonna have to start watching TV shows with me." And I did, which I fell in love with Yellowstone by doing that because I only watched a couple episodes of that, but I love that show. Let's see, have we gone up any more? Nope, not yet. But we're over halfway there. I mean, we're $600 away from hitting it. That's awesome. Awesome as can be. And I should actually, let's share this out now that it's live, which I haven't done yet. I always do that. Took me a while to figure out what I was doing wrong there. During my last campaign, I kept copying the link, but I wasn't copying the link. I was copying the image, which doesn't work when you're trying to copy a link. And I kept doing it. I kept going back for why is this pasting this in here? This is not what I put in here. And I won't make you guys watch me go to my social media. But we are going to post on Twitter. Let's see, we are live. Zombieful World of Oz. 5 has launched. Oh, let's see. Hashtags. Hashtags Steam Bunk. Where you at? There you are. Hashtag Wizard of Oz. Hashtag ZWO. I don't know if anyone follows that, but hashtag comic book. Hashtag indie comic book. Hashtag indie comics. And this will go on forever and ever and ever. For the next 30 days, I'll be sharing the campaign out over and over again. It just it's a never-ending cycle. Crowdfunding is not for the weak at heart. It's work. It is a lot of work. Not only is it work, putting your campaign together, getting the book together. I mean that. Thank you, Matt. Thanks for sharing that out. But the promotion of it after you launch, I mean, you've got 30 days to get as much funding as possible, so you know what you need to order and all that. And we're shared on Twitter. Let's go to Facebook. And oh, close this so you guys don't have to stare at that. Hey, another backer. People sharing it. Let me go out and like that. Like that. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Alyssa. Oh, thank you, Josh Biddle, for sharing it in the 1990 SM1 Club. Heart. Let's see. What other group should I go share this to? There's so many. Cool thing is, so I have a couple other Facebook pages other than my main profile. I got Stone Door Studios, Zombieful World of Oz, and my art page. You can go out there and schedule posts. So I'll go in there and I'll schedule posts for like a week at a time, and so they post at random times during the day, different days. Because like I said, I work a full-time job, so I can't go out there and always be posting for my campaign while I'm working. It would get me in trouble. So I don't do that. I really don't. I'm working. I'm not doing stuff I don't need to be doing. So let's post this one here in Indie Comics launch. Post there. You also have to be careful how much you post. When you start posting too much stuff, you'll get the ban hammer dropped on you. Home, and we will. So that's my page. Indie Comics Rock. What's that one? Yeah, sure. We'll post there too. Unfortunately, even a lot of these groups, the indie comic groups, I don't know how well it works to post to them, because honestly, most of them are just people in there posting their projects, and they're all creators. So there isn't really as much of an audience in there as you would hope to find. It just seems to be the way it goes. You go in there and you see the same people posting all the time. You can go in and you don't see that many likes, and it's a little discouraging sometimes. But I still go in there and I try to support people. I'll go in there and like stuff. I don't always think of it, but when I do, I'm like, let me make sure I go in there and post. Also, another page. If you don't follow, and a lot of people do post in here. It's comic crowdfunding and more. Let me grab a link to that and I'll post it in the chat here. A lot of people go in there and post their campaigns. different art, and there's a lot of cool campaigns that get posted in there. Oh, like here's a steampunk playing card set. That's cool. Matt and I were just talking about zombie trading playing cards. Huh. Yeah. So, oh, we're over $1,000. We're wow, less than 500 to go. Then I can have a safe trip to Carbondale, Illinois. Let's see. Where else should we go? We posted in that group. We posted in that group. That one. That one. That one. Indie Comics Network promotions. Let's go in here. Ooh, I don't know if you guys can hear that dog. Well, darn it. Let me go back and share this because I grabbed I copied something else. So let's not do that. It wasn't even my dog barking. Now my dog's barking. Come on, go away. I don't want you there. Here we go. Zombie Rolf. Come on. Zombieful World of Oz 5 has launched. We are now live. Boop. There we go. Cool. So yeah, 29 days, 30 days. I'll be checking this constantly, sharing it out on Twitter and Instagram. I did my first TikTok video this last week, which really I just posted the campaign video, which is cool. I think I could play it, but I don't think you guys would pick up the desktop audio. So I guess I could turn that on. Let me turn that on and see if this works for you. Here we go. We're going to play it. That is it. I am not a genius when it comes to video editing. Hey, we are 77% of goal. Help bring this project to life. So I used to use Windows, their Movie Maker, and they discontinued Movie Maker. I bought a new computer a couple of years ago, and it was no longer on there. And I found out they discontinued it. So anytime I make a video, I'd have to go to my old laptop, which takes 40 minutes to boot up. I open it up and I'd have to save all my images because I couldn't even get it to sync up with my Google Drive or my OneDrive anymore. I'd save stuff out there. I go out there and it's not there when I go look on the laptop. But there. So I'd have to put everything on a flash drive, put everything together, and I have since then started to get more into using DaVinci Resolve. I found it a little too intimidating at first, but I'm getting better at it. I mean, it's not spectacular video, but it's not horrible. But how do I get back to the video? Let me just refresh. And we picked up a backer when I played the video. But this part of the video right here, I did that. I did that in Blender. That was fun. I'm trying to learn more. I've been using Blender to sculpt stuff to 3D print, but so you can animate stuff in there. You can take your logos, put them in there, and add lighting, have lighting go around it, and move stuff. So I've been learning how to do that. That's been fun. It's a big learning curve. I just did the Tin Man bust I designed in there, which took forever. I mean, it really did, because I didn't know anything about Blender. I just got a 3D printer last year, and I got another one at the end of last year. So I have a resin and a filament printer now, and they're really cool. I enjoy them. I got tons of miniatures over here. I don't see if I grab one without knocking them down. One of the small ones. But, oh, that's the one I painted just recently. You probably won't even be able to see it. There's a little wizard. Yeah, it's awesome if you like 3D printing, if you like miniatures. And I don't play any tabletop games, but I do love printing the miniatures. The filament printer, I've been able to print some bigger stuff. And there's my dog barking again. Which you can't see any of it in that cabinet, but like Boba Fett's throne, I printed that. I've printed a dice tower for my son. I printed up for the convention we're going to this weekend at SalukieCon in Carbondale, Illinois, at Southern Illinois University, Saturday and Sunday. 501st Legion is going to be there. I printed up some little Imperial credits to take with me, and those should be fun. I've been printing little stands, which I don't think, yeah, you can't see those. Little tiered stands for my action figures, because I got way too many action figures in my case over here. And let me grab this real quick. This is probably the coolest thing I've ever 3D printed. Okay. This bad boy took forever to print. He's in multiple pieces. Hey, Eric Kent. But even the head I haven't glued in there yet. But yeah. So the head, the arms, different pieces of the cape, the staff, and then painting it. I mean, there's a lot of printing, but it was fun to do. It's better than spending like $300-400 on a statue. I printed one. Yeah. Put this on the floor. I'm afraid I'll knock it off something. But yeah, so the 3D printing has been fun to go along with my campaigns and stuff. I sent a couple people some keychains I printed last campaign just because I was testing those out. I did the bust that I offered with the last campaign. I was only going to offer 10. I wasn't painting them. I was going to print them and prime them, sand them and prep them for painting, and then send them out for the people. I was like, well, I better print all 10 of them up. I didn't. I printed 2. I was like, okay, I'll just print 2, then I'll print the rest of the ones as the campaign's going along. And sure enough, I only sold 2, so that was great. Hey, we're at 30 backers and $1,199. Awesome. So yeah, the 3D printing's been fun. I've been doing. I've got a little QR code I printed up for this campaign here to take to the show with me this weekend. So I'll have it on the table. People can come by and scan it. It'll take them straight to the campaign if they want to back it. So that's been cool. I printed a space shuttle for my granddaughter. It's got the booster rockets, the launch pad, and everything. She's got a school presentation next month, and she's doing a presentation on Sally Ride. So I printed up her a space shuttle. It was only supposed to be this big, but it ended up being this big. So it's like a just right at 12 inches tall with the booster rockets and everything. It's pretty cool. But I don't know what else I could say about the Zombieful World of Oz. Yeah, Joe, we're almost there. We're really close, so that's great. Yep. I remember the first campaign. It took 4 days to fund, and I was a nervous wreck for 4 days because I was worried about it. Because I knew what happened with Brian K. Morris and me. We launched a campaign the year before for the Ghostly Tales of Spencer Spook, which I do have a copy of that, I think, right here. That's not it. Oh, there it is right there. The Ghostly Tales of Spencer Spook, #1. There was never an issue 2. It was a cartoony tale, and this is what the book looks like throughout the book. It's Spencer here, but I did like a more modern-looking comic version as a variant cover. But the rest of the book is this type of art, a little cartoony. He actually predates Spencer or Casper by a few months, I think. Put that back before I lose it. But our first campaign, we were. Thanks, Eric. I appreciate it, man. We were right at almost funded, or we had just funded, and then like a day later, someone backed out, and it dropped us like by $500. And what had happened was someone had gone in and backed for like $500. Or $460 or something like that. And well, it was this person. Oh, another backer, $12.57. This person would go around and just back campaigns and back out for big dollars too. And we found he had done this on several campaigns. But back then on Kickstarter, you used to get like a badge for backing so many campaigns. But if you backed out, it didn't take the badge away from you. So this guy just wanted the badge on his name, and it just we were devastated because I mean it's like $500 is a lot to make up on a campaign, but we did we got there, funded it, and after my first campaign, I was worried about the same thing. So those first 4 days, I was worried. Then we got funded, and I kept that in the back of my mind all the way till the end of the campaign. Because sometimes if people back out, that's fine. Because sometimes money issues. I mean, things happen. But to go around just actually screw people, so you can get a little badge next to your name, as a that's kind of wrong. That's mean and just ornery. Well, they had done it to several people. No, I've had sometimes people back out, and that's fine. You can follow backers on Kickstarter if none of you ever do that. You click on their name, and you can follow them. And you'll see anytime they launch something, or you'll see stuff they back too. I get emails constantly from all the people I follow of projects they back. So I go out and look, see what they backed. Oh, that's cool. I'll back it. And you get notifications all the time. And that's really cool. Like here, you can see me. I've backed 91 projects. I've created 6 now. But if you clicked on my name, you can go in there and follow if you have an account, and you get notifications so you don't miss anything. If there's stuff out there you don't want to miss, you want to keep up with. 12:57. We're about there. I was going to scroll down. I don't know why I clicked on my Facebook tab. I'm Let's see if the art tiers are still there. So, Wicked Witch is gone. We knew TikTok was gone and the original page is gone. Patchwork Girl's still there. I think they're all there except for Wicked Witch. I think if I remember correctly, things that reward tiers that are sold out do drop to the bottom and say no longer available. How many early birds have we got left? We've got 6 left of the early birds. So $12 gets you all the cool stuff and a sketch card drawn by me, inked by me. Maybe even thrown some color in. The last ones I did for Zombieful Adventures, I had these sepia tone markers, Copics, and after I drew the characters on there, I just color them in sepia tone. And on the back of the sketch cards, it's black with the white Stone Door Studio logo. But the sketch cards are thick, but it does seep through a bit. And when you flipped it over, you could see where the sepia tones had seeped through a little bit into the logo, and it kind of looked like blood stains. I thought that was really cool. So I will keep using those. And if those dry up, I'll buy more. It was really cool. I like those. I like doing the sketch cards. I do have different sketch cards for Zombieful Adventures. It's just got a different logo on it compared to the Zombieful World of Oz. It's Zombieful Adventures has this color with the Zombieful Adventures logo on it, and the Zombieful World of Oz has the orangish color and logo on it. Oh, yeah, I'm starting to run out of stuff to talk about. And my wife's calling me. Hold on just a second. Joe, I told Jennifer you said hi. Yeah, she just called. Actually, it was about to campaign, so that's cool. Yeah, the sketch cards were awesome. I enjoy doing those. I mean, they take a little time, but once you get in a groove with them, and I'm on my YouTube channel here. There's a bunch of shorts of me doing sketch cards, which it probably takes longer to render and publish the short of me drawing the card, even with the time lapse, than it does me actually drawing the card. The rendering and everything just took so long, and I had the card done fairly quick. So, we just went up another one, another backer. 33 backers and $1,262. Awesome! There's a website, I can't remember what it is right now. If I went and searched, I'd be able to find it. But it tracks crowdfunding projects, and it'll tell you what you're projected at. And usually, after your first 2 days of your crowdfunding will be your biggest days. Then you'll have a big end 2 days, 2 or 3 days. And I've been lucky enough. The past 2 campaigns, I have picked up backers almost every day through my campaign. Even if I've lost a backer or two, I've had 1 or 2 make up that every day of the campaigns I've done, which I'm very grateful for. Because if it wasn't for people backing my book, I wouldn't be doing a book probably. But if you go out to this website and look at your campaign and see how it's trending. It'll tell you. Thanks, Eric. It'll tell you at you'll be trending at like 30 grand or 60 grand just off the basis of whatever you did like the first day, first hours, and then if you go back out there and watch it as you're going, it starts going doop 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 doop. The trending line starts to drop. Yeah. On my first campaign, I was like, wow, I'm going to make this much money? This much money I'm going to raise? And no, that's not how much money you're going to raise. It's not even close. But it's fun. It's fun to look at. Because I can go out there and see every single one of my campaigns and see how it trended and backers, and it shows you backers lost, backers gained. It's pretty cool. So along with this campaign, while we're for the next 30 days, I will be doing more live streaming, which I promise to do all the time, and I never do. But I've started doing a weekly video on crowdfunding books. I go out and look at Kickstarter and fund my comic, Indiegogo, and I go out there and take a look and see what they got, what's new. Usually, what's new, what's launched that week, and I'll highlight and provide links and stuff. It's usually a 15-30 minute video. I've been doing it every week for the past 4 weeks, though I did miss one, only because I completely forgot about it. But I will try to do some more live streaming of me doing sketch cards and stuff like that, or doing drawings, because people have been asking for a long time for me to do live streams of me drawing, which is easy enough. I mean, like I'm sharing the screen right here. Really, all I gotta do is launch Photoshop. And just share the screen as I draw. If I'm not doing traditional. Traditional, I got to change up a little bit of setup. I do have a camera mount over here that I can bend over. I just got to move the monitor out of the way, really. Because I do draw digital. The monitor you cannot see right here is a Huion 20-inch screen, which I draw directly onto. And, here we go. Here's a page I haven't shared. So that's a little crazier look at Queen Langwidere. She just really wants a head. She wants Dorothy's head. She hasn't seen Dorothy since Dorothy was a child. And all my adjustment layers over here. Let me close that so I can't see what I'm showing up here. There we go. So yeah, just going to. So it's easy enough to share what I'm doing when I'm doing it. I just usually when I'm sitting here drawing, I'm listening to a TV series or something, music, and just not interested. I'm just sitting here drawing. I like to watch other people draw, but I guess I don't find it interesting me drawing. Let's see. So this is okay. So, and I'm really bad at labeling most of my layers, which is the word I couldn't think of earlier in this stream. So there's a little starburst that I turn on and off. It takes away some of the highlights. You can see those go in and go away. Shading. This is one I've had a lot of trouble with. I've been adding stripes to the pants and stuff. It helps with the steampunk aesthetic of the book. But I have to put them on a different layer. For coloring purposes, it just helps. Sometimes I forget to, and it just makes it a pain in the butt. This is kind of cool. If I take off the inks, you can see how it's all colored. That's weird. What is right there? Oh, yeah. Since it's silhouette, I put that. So I don't think I'd ever put out a book like this, but I like how stuff looks like this. It's kind of cool. I get to go in and see what I did underneath everything. Because the ink layer is right on top of all the colors. Semi-crazy? Really crazy. is page 22. No, I don't want to save anything I did on that one. This is not interesting to any of you, probably. Oh, thanks, Joe. I've been working on expressions. Yeah, that's I think that's kind of hard for an artist sometimes. Even though I'll take pictures of myself and I look in the mirror and try and look up expressions online and stuff. And even though I'm looking right at them, sometimes they still don't turn out right. But I've been trying to over exaggerate things a little better because I do want to become a better artist. I've been growing as an artist for the past 5 years while working on this book because I draw every day. But I feel like the last year I haven't progressed as much as I had in the previous year. So I don't know if it's because I'm getting old. It's not working out as well. Oh, cool, Eric. Yeah, I've seen you've been streaming. That's really cool. I really dig your art, man. So this I had to find today. Yes, I have an Etsy store, and I sell I've only got one thing on my Etsy store, and it's a file. It's a 3D file for people to print. And what it is a BAT charging station for the new 6-inch G.I. Joes. And someone bought one of them today, and he asked me, because I printed one and painted it and put decals on the monitors, because it's got like 3 monitors on it and stuff. He goes, do you have the stickers you use for that, or the files? I said, oh, I do. I think I saved that. So yeah, I've made these little stickers to put on the screens of the 3D print. So the guy asked me if I could send them to him. That's why it's in my recent stuff here. All the different covers, because I had to keep bringing them up to make the little thumbnails on everything. So these are this PDF. Let's open this one. So this was the original variant cover for issue 4 with Scarecrow in the Spider-Man pose. Then I've done Dorothy for issue 5. I think I'll do the Lion and the Wicked Witch. I don't think Tin Man will look quite right. All right, take care, man. Have a good time at work. And yeah, hope to see you at the show this weekend. I got a shirt for you. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I don't think the Tin Man would look quite right in this pose. He's just going to be too big. But the Wicked Witch might look kind of cool like that. This is what I drew last night on the art show, which is not impressive by any means. It just turned out to be like a 70s, 80s style sticker or t-shirt design. But I was doing it as simple as I could because I just couldn't get my hands to work right. They didn't want to agree with what my mind was thinking. I think that's about it. So yeah, I could stream drawing. I guess I should. I mean, I'm drawing every night, so I might as well. So, well, it is. We've been streaming for just over an hour, so we're over halfway funded. We're almost funded. We're probably 80%, I think. I think I'm going to call it, and I'm going to finish packing up so I can go pick up my buddy and head to Carbondale, which it's only about a 2-hour drive from here. But I will be there Saturday and Sunday. I'll be set up and come out. There's going to be some professional comic book artists and writers there. You can get autographs. There's some... hey, I've still got the page up. Let's go look, see who's going to be there. Special guests. Jason Spisek. He is a voice actor, I think, for the most part. Yes, he's done Penguin, video games, Young Justice. Okay. We've got Justin Matthew Sargent, who starred as Broadway Peter Parker in Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark. I do not know that. Interesting. He's been on some TV shows. Cool. Olivia Catherine Hack. She has done... Oh, she was actually Cindy Brady in the 90s theatrical Brady Bunch films. And she's done the voice on Bratz, Family Guy, Last Airbender, Star Trek Generations, Party of Five, and Gilmore Girls. Oh, cool. Awesome. We got Kenny Sills, who's an author. He always has a. He lives in the area. I think in St. Charles. He's always got a full-sized, 6 foot tall animatronic, like, doctor in his gown with a mask and everything. And I want to say he's got a knife in his hand, but he's a horror author. Come check him out. Matt Kent, who is a, I didn't know he lived in St. Louis. I'll be darned. Harvey Award-winning writer and artist of comics. He's worked with Berserker with Keanu Reeves. I'm not sure. I bought that book a few issues before I quit getting it. I don't remember. He must have helped with the writing. I don't think he did the art. Maybe he did do the art. Brad Moore. Brad Moore, a psychedelic surrealist painter, draftsman, comic book creator, and thinker. Wow. No less a legend than H.R. Geiger invited Moore. Oh, wow, to exhibit in his castle in Switzerland. That is awesome. Oh, that's crazy. Zach Atkinson. He is worked on Bruce Lee, Shazam, Marvel Action Spider-Man, Just Society, Young Justice, Transformers, Army Wars, and Farscape. And we got Kyle Starks, who's worked for DC and Oni Press and Dark Horse and Skybound Press, and he's was nominated for an Eisner for Sex Castle and Rock Candy Mountain. Which I looked that up the other day, and I thought that was one title. That's two separate titles. So it isn't the Sex Castle and Rock Candy Mountain. It's Sex Castle and a different book called Rock Candy Mountain. I was like, well, that's a strange book. Sean Delaney. He's a local guy. He's does comic books. Podcast, and I met Sean. Actually, Sean is the reason I met Brian K. Morris. Sean had digital webbing is still a website. I think there's not much out there like it used to be, but people go out there and look for artists or writers for comic books. Look for help getting your comic book finished. You go find an artist. You go find a writer. I had gone out there and I saw Sean Delaney was looking for an artist to do a short story for Celebration Comics, which was for Superman Celebration. I can't remember what year, but it had to be 7 years ago. He was producing a comic to sell at Celebration, Superman Celebration, to help restore one of the theaters down there in Metropolis, Illinois. And so I showed him some of my art. He liked it, so the writer he was working with was Brian K. Morris. So that's how Brian K. Morris and I met. We started working together on that. Brian liked what I was doing, and he's been my editor, and I've worked on other projects with him ever since, which has been a long time. And I talk to him every week, multiple times. Even do a stream with him if he shows up. Otherwise, it's just Joe and me and Clyde and Brian Rodman sometimes. And the 501st Legion will be there. It's cool seeing all the guys in their Stormtrooper stuff. And let's see. So vendors. I'm not a special guest. I'm a vendor. I am down. Did I pass me? Oh. Stone Door Studios, Eric Hawkins. But, Red Banana Art, amazing artist. He will be there doing commissions as well. I've already talked to him last week. Let's see. Is there anyone down here I know? Let's see. Who else is going to be there? Monty Baldwin. I don't know him, but it looks pretty cool. So there's another artist doing commissions for sure. Let's see. Jason Nugent. He is an author. I think a New York Times best-selling author as well, if I remember correctly. Because I met him last time I was at Saluki Con. Castle Perilous' comic book shop. Bird Comics, they also have a convention. I feel like I'm missing all the people I do know because I know they're on here. Amy Hale, she's an author, amazing author, and her books would be there as well. I am missing people. There's people I know that are going to be there. Kathy Jackson's going to be there. That should be under C, right? Unless I don't know how to spell her name. Is it with a K? J-K? Yeah. Well, there's going to be lots of people there. It should be a fun show. Come check it out. And we've hit a lull today. We're at 1307 and 35 backers. But we are going to call it here, and I'm going to log off and start packing up my clothes and packing up the car and head out to Carbondale. Thank you all for joining me today, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead. There's stuff out there. There's not a lot of stuff, but I will get better in putting stuff out there because I just do it for fun. The book I do because people seem to like it, and I enjoy drawing, I enjoy writing, and I'm greatly appreciative for all the people that come and back me and have been supporting me for the past 5 years doing this. Years ago when I started getting rejection letters from Marvel, I never thought I'd actually make my own comic book because I didn't draw for a couple of years after that. But now I'm back in drawing all the time, and without you people, I wouldn't be doing this. I mean, I wouldn't be producing a comic book probably. I do believe I found an audience that people like. I picked up the Oz stuff and crossed it with Zombie, so using that public domain Oz work has helped find an audience, and I'm very grateful for everybody who supports me and backs me. And I hope everybody has a great weekend, and if you get a chance, please share out the link, and that's it. Talk to you all later.